everyone, I'm Kimberly Mingswell. Welcome to my yoga channel. Today we're going to do an easy, classic Hatha yoga sequence that is accessible for all levels, a continuation of our 21-day yoga challenge. Today is day 6. We're going to begin with a Cat and Cow Warmup. So come onto your hands and knees. Make sure that your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees are directly underneath your hips. Press the shoulders back from the ears, elongate the spine, pull the navel in and up to the spinal column, up under the ribs, and begin focusing on your breath. On an exhalation through the nose, press the spinal column up to the sky as you look down between the thighs. Inhalation, sway the back. Sit bones to the sky, head to the sky, look up, close the mouth to get a nice stretch in the neck. Exhale. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if that's possible. We're filling our lungs completely full. We're emptying our lungs completely empty. And our movement is following the breath. Long, slow, inhalation and movement. Your breath is your tempo. Doesn't matter if I'm looking up and you're looking down. Just continue the movement. Keep your Uddiyana Bandha in place. Your navel lock is in place. So you're still pulling the belly button in towards the spinal column and up under the ribs. You're focused on your breath. You're taking the movement as deep that is comfortable for you. You're looking for that stretch. Three more rounds. A wonderful exercise, cat and cow. If you're feeling discomfort in your back, it's a very therapeutic exercise. A really nice back release. One more round. Exhale through the nose, look between the thighs. Inhale through the nose, look up to the sky. And straighten out the spine. Uddiyana lock is still in place. Inhale, right arm up, left leg up. Flex the foot, the toes point down to the floor. Extend the arm out from the shoulder. Extend the leg out from the hip on an exhalation. Hand on the floor, knee on the floor. Inhale, opposite arm and leg. Flex the foot, toes are pointing down to the floor. Shoulders and hips parallel to the floor. Pull the belly in. Extend the spinal column. And on an exhalation, hand and knee on the floor. One more round. Inhale, right arm up, left leg up. And next inhalation, look up, bend the knee. Take your arm and reach back towards the foot. If you can grab your foot, do. If you're able to grab your foot, lift the knee, kick the foot back, pull the heart up to the sky, look more up to the sky. And on an exhalation, knee and hand is on the floor, opposite hand and foot. Inhale up, left arm, right leg. Extend the arm and the hip and the leg out of the hip. Pull the navel in. Next inhalation, look up, bend the knee. Start reaching for the foot. If you don't have a chance of grabbing the foot, that doesn't matter. If you can grab the foot, grab it. And lift the knee up, kick the foot back, stretch the heart up to the ceiling, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, knee and hand on floor. Threading the needle, right arm lifts up to the sky, extend the arm out from the shoulder. On an exhalation, right shoulder on the floor and look up, nice little stretch. Twist through the waist so that your heart is opening more up to the ceiling. If you're more flexible, the right arm can go behind the back and rest, Or you can start trying to grab the inside of the thigh with your fingertips. Fill your lungs, empty your lungs, pull the navel in. Nice shoulder stretch. On an inhalation, lift the arm up. On an exhalation, that hand goes down on the floor. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Extend both arms out of the shoulders, firm the belly. Exhale, right hand on the floor, left side threading the needle. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, left shoulder on the floor. And open the heart to the sky. If you've got more to give, the right arm can relax along the back. Those that are even more flexible, start trying to grab the inner thigh with your fingertips, opening the heart and the shoulders more to the sky. Focus is on the breath. It's very difficult to fill your lungs and empty your lungs completely when you're twisting, but try to do that anyway. We're increasing our lung capacity. We're massaging the heart. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, hand on the floor. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Pull the navel in to support the spine. Exhale, hand on the floor. Curl your toes under, lift the knees up. Press the shoulders away from the ears, and then start lifting the sit bones up, slowly sinking the heels to the floor. Perhaps your heels don't reach the floor. It doesn't matter. Just go through the motions. Be happy with what you can do. Downward facing dog. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your sit bones are reaching for the sky. The top of the head is elongating down towards the space between your thumbs. The gaze is between the thighs or up towards the navel. Fill your lungs. Empty your lungs. And inhale, look forward and come to a squat. So in your squat, open your feet as far apart from one another that is comfortable for you. And if you need to sit on a block or a little stool here, that's okay. And our arms, in the beginning, they're on the floor. And for some of us, this is more than enough of a stretch. Just let your head relax down to the floor. Fill your lungs, empty your lungs. Grab your elbows with each hand. Pull the elbows closer to the floor. Pull the navel in. On an inhalation, slowly come up with the upper body and lift the arms up onto the top of your head, still holding your elbows. And the right elbow goes towards the right knee. Pull the belly in. Inhale, straighten up the upper body. Exhale, left elbow towards the left knee. Exhale, elbows down towards the floor and make a circle. Inhale, elbows to the right and around, elbows to the left, elbows to the floor. Another circle, keep going with your elbows, firm belly to support your spine. Nice stretch to the back. Working the core muscles to opposite direction now. Elbows to the left. Elbows to the right, drawing a circle. Let the elbows and the head fall forward. Experience a good lumbar stretch. Keep going. Another circle. And when your elbows are down towards the floor, stop here. Release the elbows, hands on the floor. Inhale, sit muscles up to the sky. Don't worry if you can't straighten out your knees all the way straight. Just straighten out the legs as much as possible. Your hands are on the floor supporting you. On an exhale, bend the knees, come back into squat. Heart to the sky, look to the sky. And on the next inhalation, sit bones up. Straighten the legs as much as possible. Don't overpress, don't overstress. And on an exhalation, go back into squat. Heart up, look up. This is fantastic release for the hamstrings. Continue. One more, lift up. Inhale, slowly roll the spine up. Roll the shoulders back. Eagle pose. Bend your knees like you're going to sit down on a chair and cross the right foot over the left knee. Arms up, shoulder height. Left arm on top. Right leg is on top. Left arm is on top. Bend the elbows, hands together. Elbows are shoulder height. If you've got balance today, lift the right toes off the floor. Eventually you're going to wrap that leg around the other leg and sit lower. Fill your lungs, empty your lungs. A nice hip stretch, nice shoulder stretch. Inhale, stretch the arms up, look up. Exhale here. And eagle pose on the opposite side. Bend your knees. Cross the left leg over the right leg. Right arm over the left arm. Hands together, elbows shoulder height. Pull the navel in. Find space between all of your vertebrae. If it's not a good day to lift your toes and work on balance, then don't. If you've got good balance today, just lift the toes and maybe set them back down. Play with it a little bit. Eventually your foot wraps around the leg. Eventually you're sitting even lower. Fill your lungs, empty your lungs. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Straighten your arms up. Exhale. Yoga tree. Right foot, your toes can be on the floor, knee goes out, you're pressing your hips forward, you're pulling the navel in, you're finding space between all of the vertebrae, your hands are in prayer. Those that have balance today, foot can go a little bit higher. One day it's all the way up. Focus on the foot that's on the floor. The knuckles below the big toe and the little toe. Those are the ones that are probably wanting to dance now. So glue those to the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. This is good for ankle strength. Other side. Inhale, foot up. Doesn't matter if you need to maintain support with your foot on the floor. What is important is the navel lock is pulled in and up. Your hips are forward. The knee is as far back as possible. Press the shoulders down from the ears. Try to find space between each and every vertebrae, like someone is pulling your hair and stretching you up to the ceiling. Those that have good balance and good flexibility can have the foot higher up. Make sure that your foot is not pressing in towards the knee. Fill your lungs, empty your lungs. Working on our balance, use it or lose it. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, release. Triangle pose, a yoga pose they say we should do every single day. Your feet are not quite a leg's distance apart, and the right foot goes to the right, but your hips and shoulders are straight ahead. Arms up, shoulder height, your body is as flat as possible. Exhale, stretch the upper body as far right as you can. And when your body says stop, then let your arms in a straight line go down towards the leg and look up at the sky. Press the hips forward. Those that are more flexible are going to one day be grabbing your big toe. If you can grab your big toe, pull up on the toe at the same time you're pressing with the toe down. Find space between the vertebrae. Don't let your head hang down. Keep the neck in line with the rest of your spine. Inhale, come up, firm belly, firm buttocks, firm thighs. Right foot straight ahead, left foot to the left. Shoulders and hips are still forward. And on an exhale, go as far left as possible and support yourself. Those that can go deeper, do so. Don't overpress, don't overstress. Remember, we want both shoulders on top of the leg. So to do that, press the hips forward to get the shoulders more back. And don't let your head hang down. Keep the alignment throughout the entire spine. Firm thighs, firm legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come to seated. Seated forward fold, legs straight ahead. Flex your feet so that your toes are coming towards the forehead. Pull the navel in and elongate. Exhale, fold from the hips. And you can support yourself with your hands on the floor. Those that are more flexible, your first goal is to grab your big toes with your pointer finger, second finger, and thumb. If you're grabbing your toes, squeeze them. That's an energy point in our bodies, they say. Why not give it a whirl? Press the big toes, those that are there, and your gaze, your drishti, what you're looking at are your toes. You're elongating the spine, you're not forcing, you're releasing, and you're folding from the hips. Most new beginners are here, so if you're here, remain here, focused on your breath. And think, inhale, elongate, exhale, fold a little bit more forward from the hips. Inhale, elongate, exhale, release a little bit more from the hips. This movement may or may not be visible, but you can feel in your body that you're working with your breath, and that's the whole point of yoga. Those that are even more flexible, the next step for you is to lace your fingers behind the feet. One day you want to grab your wrist and have the wrist on the floor. One day your elbows are on the floor. You're still stretching your heart to your feet. You're still looking at your toes. And one day your chin is all the way down on your legs. Release the hamstrings, but the navel is still pulled in towards the spine and pulled up under the ribs. You'll find you can go deeper into the pose safer if that lock is in place. Pay attention to what your body's experiencing. Focus is on the breath. Next inhalation, come up and come down to lying on your back. Cross the right foot over the left knee. Pull the left knee up with both hands. And enjoy that yummy stretch in the side of the right hip, the sit muscles, maybe the lumbar korsryggen. Everybody experiences this stretch a little bit differently depending on what sort of activities you did yesterday. Release the foot slowly. The Uddiyana Bandha, your navel lock, is still in place to support your spine. Cross the opposite ankle over the opposite knee. Inhale, lift. Enjoy that stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, both knees to chest. Next inhalation, forehead to the knees. Slowly come back to a final rest position, one vertebrae at a time, straightening out the legs. Let your feet fall a little bit out from each other. Relax the ankles. Allow the little toes to fall to the sides. Turn the palms of your hands up towards the sky. Let both shoulder blades relax against the floor. Take a deep inhalation, a deep exhalation. Close your eyes. And take your rest. Allow the breath to come back to a normal breath without control, completely spontaneous. While you're resting, I'd like to take this time to thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, and if you'd like to, please subscribe. Have a great one.